All right. Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a daily forecast for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, June 3rd. Sorry, June 3rd tomorrow. And so, yeah, overall today, pretty good day. Honestly, more volatility than expected. I anticipate that tomorrow is probably going to be exactly the same thing. Um, and yeah, the volatility should be dying down on Thursday. Thursday is the day that I want to be very careful because it's before NFP. Um, but yeah, overall, good day today. So let's start by looking at the economic calendar. So as you can see, Wednesday, June 3rd, we have some JPY news and then some US dollar news, with the most important being services PMI tomorrow. So I can't wait to see this data as well. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for tomorrow. I think we're going to have some decent volatility coming in. And yeah, let's take a look at the charts. So, on the dollar itself, honestly, nothing meaningful happened today. As you can see, it's mostly consolidation here. Um, so if you look on the 4 hour, we honestly, it's very similar to where we were last night during the forecast. Last night during the forecast, we also had this 4 hour fair value gap. Now, while it's not created yet, there's still 2 hours to go, but we could potentially create this tiny fair value gap. We'll have to see. Um, but honestly, the dollar doesn't look so good right now. Well, for tomorrow, anyways. I would like to be careful with this. First of all, let's see if we can, first of all, create that fair value gap. Because if we don't, then I'm gonna turn bearish here because this wick and then this wick that we got yesterday and today, that shows me a lot of bearish momentum. So yeah, I'd like to be careful here on the dollar. Let's look at the majors. GU consolidation. It's very ugly. EU consolidation as well. Well, I mean, it's a little bit better than GU for sure. And we have this 4 hour fair value gap. So let's see how we can react from this 4 hour fair value gap. But again, keep in mind that the dollar doesn't have that 4 hour fair value gap yet. So, if the dollar doesn't create that 4 hour fair value gap, then I wouldn't look at EU. USD Canadian, I actually like this. Even though it was mostly consolidation today, we got the sting back inside this 4 hour fair value gap, and we got a strong rejection from it. Now, we can continue lower. We just don't have context so far. We don't have a 1 hour fair value gap or anything. So I would want to wait for some more confirmation. But overall, the respect here that we get of that 4 hour fair value gap still looks valid to me, and we can continue higher from that. But again, it all depends on the dollar. Okay? Just monitor the dollar, and if the dollar is ready to move, then you can look at USD Canadian. USD JPY, okay, kept going higher. We created a daily fair value gap down here, but now we also have the opportunity to create another daily fair value gap. So that's just waiting at this moment in time. We also have this that turns into a fair value area. So we can either, you know, reject from the fair value area, or we can retrace from the fair value gap. So again, it's monitoring here and waiting for the dollar to be ready to move. So overall, on the majors, I would say be careful tomorrow, be careful, and wait for the dollar to clear up. Because right now we're really stuck in a massive consolidation here. All right, so the metals, gold, again, a very good day today on gold. Um, so as you can see, very bearish. We started the day going higher right here, and we even created a 4 hour bullish fair value up, but then the trend completely reversed and we started going lower instead. And also, if you look at the Fibonacci on this, I mean, look at the accuracy here. We just sting back inside the golden level and then we move lower. So on the metals, on gold, uh, the bias is just undeniable. It's bearish, with first target being yesterday's low right here, and then last week's low, and all these lows down here. But overall, yes, I'm very bearish here on gold. And then we have this 4 hour fair value gap that we can continue lower from. We also have another one higher right here. So these two fair value gaps can push price lower. And let's see where yeah, probably the second fair value gap. We'll see what happens. But overall, very bearish here on gold for tomorrow. Silver, silver it hasn't been as nice as gold, honestly, recently. As you can see, we're just always in the same spot, never really moving. But overall, it follows the trend of gold. And so right here, we sweep a bunch of highs right here, and we come lower. So again, silver can continue lower. I mean, it will continue lower. There's no bullish argument here. Um, and we have this low as a first low. But again, I just don't like the way silver has been moving recently, and so I would prioritize gold over silver. Okay, moving on. Crude oil. So crude oil again today. It started, during London and Asia session. It started doing random things, but then when New York opened and late London, it kind of cleared up, and now we have a clear direction. Um, as you can see, we are bullish. There is no doubt about that. The next target would be last week's high right here. We did create a daily fair value gap all the way down here, but that is way too far. Like if we get a retracement all the way back inside this daily fair value gap, then we're bearish. Then we're going lower and reaching this low, for example. So we're not going to get a retracement in here. If we do, that's a huge red flag. The next target is definitely this high. Okay. And so after that, well, on the 4 hour, let me remove some stuff here. On the 4 hour, we also have a beautiful, really, really nice fair value gap. So we can definitely continue higher from that. And then closer target would be right here. All right. So another thing I want to show you on crude oil is the Fibonacci right here on the 4 hour time frame. Look at how we respect the zero point 0.5, and we could argue, the golden area in such a nice way. I love this. This is very high probability price action again. And so that's why tomorrow is going to keep going higher for sure. Then Bitcoin, wow, I'm so happy about what happened today on Bitcoin. Right now we're down 5%, but at the peak, just an hour ago, literally at 4 p.m., we were all the way back down to like 66K. Um, that was a minus 7% on Bitcoin. This is beautiful. I love what I'm seeing here. Um, yeah, so we can just keep going lower, way, way more, I think. And so honestly, the next target is this low, which is really far. But yeah, Bitcoin is going to keep crashing for the remainder of the week, that's for sure. Then the indices, nothing crazy to be honest. Like it's just the same story every single day. It just keeps going up, but in such a weak way. Like this entire move since May 19th all the way here, it's just like n- it's a very weak move higher in my opinion. But it just keeps climbing and keeps climbing, and I think it's going to keep climbing until June 12th. June 12th might be a huge reversal in the market. because we have SpaceX that's having its IPO, and that is gonna destabilize the markets so much. um, I think on the first day, SpaceX is going to see probably a plus 100% on the first day on the IPO, but the rest of the market is going to crash. That's really important to understand. And we have the VIX under 16, so that's still good. We're not, there's no red flags here. Okay, let's look at the crosses quickly, but I remember yesterday there was nothing really interesting. No, no, that's not great. Oh yeah, we had New Zealand dollar CHF. I remember New Zealand dollar CHF. So right now we got the retracement back into the fair value area high, which we started to push higher from, but it's not convincing. It's mostly consolidation here. You can see on the 4 hour, even on the 1 hour. So I would like to wait for it to clear up, but I think we can still continue higher here. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Mm, that's not great. No, it's not great. And then finally, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, that I like a lot. Yeah, that looks really good. So now we've reached that daily fair value gap. Now I want to see today, well, tomorrow, can we have a third, oops, can we have a third candle consolidation here on the daily? Can we create this daily fair value gap? And if we do create that daily fair value gap, then on Thursday and Friday, it's going to be really interesting to take a long here from that daily fair value gap and target higher. So yeah, let's keep an eye on those, but there's no crosses that are interesting, um, you know, in the immediate short term. Okay. So yeah, overall, tomorrow, um, I would say the dollar, be careful. I expect mostly consolidation, if not bullish. But again, it's really like it's 60-40, even it's 55-45 for the bullish side. So be very careful here. Then gold and silver, that's very bearish in my opinion. Crude oil, extremely bullish. And then Bitcoin, extremely bearish. And then the indices, long on the indices. We're just going to keep reaching new all-time highs until June 12th. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the forecast. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next forecast.